educational and entertainment purposes only. All individuals shown are 21 years or older. All content is intended for adults 21 or older. I am a licensed medical cannabis station. Nothing illegal is shown or promoted on this channel. Anything you see is merely stage props for video production. And yet we don't support any illegal activities. Don't break laws. Change them. Free that plant.
Yo, god dang. I'm recovering right now. Just had to have a pre-show dab. You know, they want to they be tripping on me around here now. Let's get some coffee poured up. Let's get some coffee poured up. How's everybody doing this morning? Joy is still ill. She's going to the doctor today. Oh, Smug Pigeon. We're still doing lives over on other platforms where we have complete freedom. It's just, I guess we've grown to that point to where they policing us now. And not just that. YouTube has implemented a lot of new guideline policy and stuff to protect minors. So, and rightfully so, but it makes it hard once again. Hopefully they'll work us into the algorithm since they're getting a little more sophisticated with their technology and protecting minors, that they will actually allow the cannabis content into the adult algorithm, because everybody here is adults. You know, where it's not like we're trying to broadcast to children, and the children don't want to hear what the hell I have to say anyway. So, yeah, Smug Pigeon, I don't know, man. What's his name? Fucking Cupid seems to have the same kind of shit where you rarely see him ever smoke on YouTube. He does it all over on the other platforms, so I never had problems until recently. I got my first real strike on my channel for, I'm assuming for smoking on live. And then I've gotten, man, recently I've been getting some fucking strikes. So I got a strike on this channel. Here, I can show you better than I can tell you. For a video I deleted. I'm not going to go through it right now. But I got a strike for a video I deleted. It was the Wizard Fuel, the Wizard Tree versus the Lit Farms Wizard Fuel. And, man, they gave me a strike for that. And the problem was I'd already deleted the content like 5 days before they applied the strike. It's like, how do you strike me for content that no longer exists? Like, as soon as it triggered a age restriction, I deleted it, and I posted it on another channel and it went through fine. And then it sat there 2-3 weeks, and they just struck it. But then immediately they removed the strike and moved it to age restricted. So I haven't been into the studio to check and see if that strike is even on there accounted for, but it's like on my studio app I got it. So I woke up yesterday and I had this strike for the same fucking video that I deleted that I reposted on this other channel, but they like struck it, removed it, and then automatically, it's like they appealed it on their own or some shit. Yeah, there's for sure there's some bias going on. There's like some news channels get away with a lot. I mean, I ain't got to sit here. You can watch, what Drew is sharing and fucking Strange Show's videos they put out about it. Everybody talks about it. You know, it's just a tough space to exist in, on and off of YouTube, man. There's always gonna be weed haters out there. What up, Potion Guy? What is happening? But does he do it on live? Does he do it on live, Smug? See, there's a way. It's also it's a lot of how you present things. Maybe I've said something wrong, and I could be guilty of that. I don't know these guidelines, and I could be in conflict with them because I don't know. Shit, I don't know. There you go, Potion. Yeah, it's really hard to understand. But man, we ain't gonna just cry about that shit all day. We're just gonna do what we do. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna have a good time, man. I fucking blinked. I took a dab of some papaya juice, and I rolled it around in crushed diamonds, and I put it in my e-bucket at about 560, a nice hot dab, right before while I was rolling the intro. I was just ringing in the head, just coming back in. Oh, it's all good though. We ain't gonna cry about it, man. We ain't gonna cry about it. Hey, I'm happy. I'm like a motherfucking alcoholic at an AA meeting, guys. I'm happy to be here. I can't believe I'm looking. We got 50 people, something like 50 people in the stream right now across all the platforms. 30 on YouTube's. We got 8,650 subscribers on this channel, man. That's crazy. I just can't even believe that. It's not even been 2 years. I never in my life would believe that I'd, have the chance to do this shit, to have YouTube and promote the fucking free and sensible fucking trade of cannabis. For adults, as it should be, man. It's just another fun adult use product. I'm just focusing my energy, Smug, rather than being upset, which I have been, man. I've really been frustrated with YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I've been trying to focus my energy in other places. Joy's been ill, kids starting back to school. And trying to build up that Twitter because they can't stop the Twitter. That's one place where, really and truthfully, if you want to stay connected, that's the number one place to stay connected is on Twitter because they're not going to take that away. You can post what you want there. Nobody, you know what I mean? Oh man, I'm feeling nice. Ooh. Checking the packages. Are you out of here, Big Turp? Oh, did you win it? Did you win, Mike? Fucking, that's awesome, dude. You won the Thanos pipe. That thing is huge, man. It's much bigger than you would think. There's a stream lagging out. Man, I'm glad you won it, Mike. Hell yeah. I just shipped out the Yokan phaser yesterday and the ray gun for the giveaway. When Joy gets to feeling better, this is going to be, currently I've got the hand pipe giveaway. Shit, I got my short shorts is riding up there, dog. But anyways, yeah, I got a hand pipe giveaway going right now. This will be our next one. This is a $250. I'd say this is more than a $250 value. The blower himself only values it at $250. But this is a really beautiful piece of handmade. It's clear, there's no color in it, but come on, guys. This is a nice piece of work right here. $250. I think it's worth at least $300. I don't know. I don't know how long it took him to make it, but I've paid damn near that much for, China glass. That's just good China glass. 150. I've got a little one here somewhere, but yeah, this is a very, very interesting piece. We'll be getting it up there. I need Joy to do her video magic. She does really great shorts. She's the one who's been. Joy's going to be my editor now, man. So I'm really happy with with her edit work, man. She's doing awesome. So she's been doing a lot of shorts for me, and we will be getting some content rolling back here on YouTube. And I'll get Joy to. She's going to help me with that because she's trying to figure out all the guidelines and how to do everything, and so she's gonna help me with the new content coming forward. Now the kids are back in school, but she just got sick, so she's been chilling, laying on the couch there trying to recover. She's been coughing her head off. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff going on, Awesome Guy, with YouTube. I've noticed a lot of people doing the blur on there and just blurring out any kind of smoking scenes. Man, yeah, but oh well. Man, so how about the Senate Bill 54 in Texas? Who all has heard about this? This is probably one of the fucking coolest things happening. This is, it's an answer to the Senate Bill 5 which is kind of a follow-up and a revision to that Senate Bill 3 that's getting ready to take away all the THC products. And they kind of doubled down with Senate Bill 5 and even went more for the throat, trying to kill off THC in the state of Texas. But the Senate Bill 54, man, it's bringing a lot of sensible legislation and cannabis freedom to the citizens of Texas. So yeah, I wanted to look a little bit more into that because Texas is a huge state, and I really believe that they affect a lot of other states around them because they are such a huge and influential state. So I wanted to look more at that. And and right off the top, the legal framework and intent. It creates Texas Regulation of Cannabis Act, directing DPS, HHSC, and TABC to study and tee up the dedicated Cannabis Oversight Commission by December 1st of 2026, aiming for the 2027 regular session. And what it's going to do, it's going to, adult possession and home grows. This is a really fucking crazy and awesome one. Legalized for 21 plus, up to 2 ounces in public, and 15 grams of concentrate, plus 6 plants at home, and up to 10 ounces stored at home, secured. That's pretty fucking cool. 6 plants. But 6 plants doesn't equal out to 10 ounces. You need to be able to have a little more than 10 ounces stored. I think they're judging if they think you're doing something if it's more than 10 ounces. I guarantee I have more than 10 ounces. And I'm smoking it all. For sure. But man, growing 6 plants, that's pretty awesome. And being able to 15 grams of concentrate rolling around, that's a nice chunk of concentrate. The beverage market there defines a cannabis beverage and caps it at 10 milligrams, which sucks, man. That really sucks. I don't Oh, and bans on mixing with alcohol, nicotine, kratom, etc. Yeah, which I agree with that. They don't need to mix that shit with all that. But 10 milligrams, man. I got a high tolerance. I need like a 500 milligram dose. So that's a lot of cans of drinks or a lot of drinks. Yeah, Smug. It's definitely a few pounds, man. You should be able to have a couple pounds if you're going to have 3 plants. Because if you got 6 plants, just say you harvest 3 plants, you know, and have a good yield and heavy yielders, you could easily have a lot more than 10 ounces for show. You know what I mean? So the 10 ounces is kind of. And then let's not forget, just because you grow weed doesn't mean you're not going to buy it. We all like variety. That's one of it's one of the awesome things about the hemp market is it made cannabis so much more affordable for me, where I could all of a sudden I had varieties of different kinds, where I didn't in the past. I just got my eighth and fucking made it where I'm at until I got my next one. Actually, Michael, I met those guys. I met the owner out there in Las Vegas. I just got to follow up with them, man. I got a bunch of companies I'm met up with in Champs in Vegas that I need to follow up with. But, yeah, I actually met those guys from Gold Standard. I didn't get a chance to really talk to the owner there because he was busy and it was it was the last day of the show and they were breaking down. I did talk to the owner of Bay Smokes there, but yeah, Gold Standard was one that I did talk to, or I talked to some people there and got some information. So I need to email them and see what's up, man, because I've been hearing about them a little bit. Mm-mm. All right, let's get more into this Senate bill here. Okay, so they're going to bring some licensing and compliances, which they've been blocking that because they want to outlaw it. They've been pushing to get licensing and compliances, a little more strict and a little more sensible in Texas. But opposition has been blocking that stuff so that when they go to kill THC, they can be like, well, they don't do this and that. Well, they've been blocking those regulations, like the age gate and other compliances. So set up all licenses for growers, manufacturers, retailers, testing labs, secure transporters, require age verification, tech, and prohibit sales to under 21, Class A misdemeanor in the state. I don't know about I don't agree with the transporters, man. Do they have alcohol transporters? Do we have alcohol transporters? Does anybody know? I don't think we have. I mean, I know they got truck drivers that drive fucking beer trucks. But, I mean, I feel like they treat cannabis like it's money. And that's one reason it gets the kind of attention. It's kind of like with a kid, man. When you treat something, like I noticed this, man. I had 420, the first one I first met, first 420 I hung out with Cowboy. And we were in High Notes, this cannabis lounge. It was midday. And we were the only people in there. We were smoking a joint at the bar, And one of the owners walks up and he's got a kid with him. And the kid doesn't even look at us, doesn't bat an eye, just walks out just goes straight out the door to the patio and starts playing. You know, and I said, huh, you know, that kid really doesn't think anything of us smoking because nobody made it a big deal. You know, the kid is concerned with kids' things. And I was like, and it made me think about something. I was like, damn, man, you know, maybe that's a better approach instead of putting all the emphasis on that. Like that, just, you know, steer the kid towards, especially when they're little. It's like they don't even, oh, that's grown up stuff. Here, over here, that's where you go. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. That was kind of side rant, but that was an observation I made when we were hanging out that one day, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. You know, the kids didn't have any kind of that. There was just one kid, but he didn't even notice us there because he was more concerned about going outside and play with his toys, as he should be. But no, I don't agree with transport vehicles and all that bullshit for weed, man. That's not something that we need. I think that's something they need to remove out there, and then like the over fucking like securing of the damn. I mean, having it required is a little bit much, but like if you want to secure your shit, that's okay. But if you're required to use all this by legislation, it's kind of I don't know. Okay, testing and labeling mandates product testing and labels, allows public health inspection of facilities, transport vehicles. Okay, that's same bullshit. Taxation, where the money is going. Add 10% sales tax on top of existing sales tax. Revenue is split among regulation enforcement, local government oversight, testing, quality control, compassionate use program awareness, and other fucking legislative bullshit programs. Man, that sounds like a lot of shit to open the door. They're adding a 10% tax on top of their normal sales tax. Sounds like they're just opening the door to do what they're doing in California and overtax the products. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yeah. The more kids will be drawn to it, the more the government treats like, ooh, I know I was drawn to it like when I was young because of the, you know, ooh, that's bad, but it sure does look good, right? Oh yeah, here's a good one. Here's one of the best parts about it: expungement and justice automates a path to expunge records for conduct decriminalized by Senate Bill 54 for qualifying past low-level cannabis offenses, with procedures for courts and DPS. That's pretty cool. So if you just got like a regular possession or anything like that in your past, like in it, I would imagine misdemeanors. It's not saying right here, but I'm going to imagine if you got some misdemeanor weed charges, it's automatically wiping that shit out. Where are we at? We 30 minutes in. We're 30. I'm gonna read one more headline, and then we're gonna have to do a cut to a cut scene, break for me, right? Because I gotta get level back out here, right? Political reality check, right fucking now. Okay. Senate Bill 54 is filed in the 89th legislature and first in special sessions. Official introduced its text, posted, and blah blah blah. What is that bullshit? That's some shit I don't even know. Process turbulence. A House quorum fight over redistricting has stalled much of the special session. They're in the midst of a special session right now for the Senate Bill 54. But they got some other bullshit that they're fighting about because they're a bunch of goddamn politicians and they all get in the pocket stuff and they can't agree on shit. But anyways, the Senate keeps moving bills while the House is frozen. This affects timing for any cannabis and hemp measure. Why Senate Bill 54 is a real step toward cannabis freedom in Texas. Ends low-level criminalization, decriminalizes adult possession with a clear personal use limit. I don't like, what the fuck, hold on right there with your personal use limits. Is anybody coming over to tell you how much that fucking liquor you can drink tonight? So get the fuck out of my weed business, you know? Not that it's a business, but, you know, my consumption, my personal use in my, damn, I thought I was in my house. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So, fuck it. I got lost on the whole damn report there. That's crazy. Fucking. Ends low-level criminalization, decriminalize adult possession with clear use of rights rules, couples freedom with the age. Okay, rights and rules, not chaos. Couples freedom with age gating, which they should have already had. You know, we don't want kids to get the weed. Testing, inspections, and secure operations, addressing common public safety objections without prohibition. So I don't know where the fucking the how much you're using comes into play here. You know what I mean? Because that's, I think that it really has a lot less effect than a lot of other drugs, as far as like the amount you use and frequency. Because you do, I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different and reacts a lot differently to it. Yes, I've tried mule fuel. I love some mule fuel. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes, Jace. I definitely still smoke some Lip Farms. I got plenty of it. I'll be smoking it when we dip over here. Just give me a second here. We got to... I gotta get my mind right. We're gonna go ahead and get our device warm in here. I'll be right back. I'll be here with you, but we gotta go here like this. That way, you know. Yeah, no. Here we go. Yeah, man, I'm giving a lot of attention to Texas and Senate, and especially the Senate bill, because I really believe that Texas is one of those states that a lot of smaller states are going to copy. You know, in a lot of respects. I think that I really am a believer that Alabama and Georgia is smaller in respect when we're talking about Texas. Texas is huge. But, you know what I mean? And Tennessee as well. I believe they'll all, you know, follow lead of Texas to some respect. You know what I mean? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, this high five e-nail is pretty fucking slick, y'all. I'm gonna have to tell you, it is pretty slick. I did get an aftermarket carb cap to go with it because the directional cap that was pictured was not in the box. Man, I'm telling you, with this new cap, it's smacking. We almost there. We're almost ready to. We're melting now. Melting, melting. Oh yeah, here we go. We making a thing whistle. We almost ready to get back into this fucking Senate bill. Let freedom ring. Oh yeah. I'm about to be right back. I'm just douching the bucket right now. Getting all the old oil out. Shite. Oh yeah. There we go. All right, now here we go. We back. We back. We in here. I'm gonna drink all my Coke. Let's get a little more. It wasn't a Coke. It was a tropical 7-Up. Good morning, Swift Bunny. Ah. Shit. Y'all give me just 1 second here. Shite. Man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, boy, that one's smacking. Yeah, dude, the southern states are rough. Texas does lead the pack. For sure. Texas is a huge state, and they're very influential. So, a lot of states take lead from Texas. So, let's see. They say this thing will fund itself. A dedicated 10% tax, which embarks builds regulatory muscle, supports locals, and even boosts the medical program's visibility. It's from Texas Legislator Online. Damn it, boy. Yeah, that's, there you go. The tax will pay for itself. I still don't like the idea of the limits for use and the fucking, maybe if your doctor wants to suggest or something, under doctor supervision or something, because I guess some people don't need to be using it all, but that's a whole other conversation. Creates a durable agency home to study the study to commission plan sets Texas up for stable professional regulator by 2027. Key for industry legitimacy. That's yeah. Damn it, boy. That damn got you, boy. Dude, yeah, I want to get the Slurper e-nail. That would be fucking super sick. Awesome guy. That would be super sick. And then we're going to take a look at how it could fucking spread through the South. A regulated tax funded model from the biggest southern state's economy pressures neighbors, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Oklahoma and Arkansas already got some similars. They got plenty of freedom there. But Louisiana, Mississippi, Mississippi's got medical, but Louisiana does too, but they're really strict. Alabama, and yeah, I think it would cause them, it would definitely shift perspective in those states if Texas were to adopt this legislation with Senate Bill 54. I'm for sure. And then the copy and paste legislation, which is what we see often happen when things happen like this, they'll just copy the entire bill and then they'll go through and they'll just change a couple things and be like, hey, we got our own bill. You know, so Senate Bill 54, clean architecture for age 21 tested products, 10 milligram. I don't like that 10 milligram cap. The 10% tax is good. Record expungement's amazing. Southern lawmakers ready template that they can tailor to local politics. And yes, absolutely, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It gives a framework for other legislatures and, you know, in different areas to follow. And they'll absolutely be influenced by Texas and what these guys are doing there. I'm recovering from some papaya juice straight from the rosin rancher himself, from his private collection and selection. He carried himself all the way from the hidden hills of Tennessee. Woo! All right. Veterans, small business owners, and criminal justice reform are already Central Texas and debates. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also like with the response in Texas with the organization of the veterans, I think it was really due to them having such a shitty and really strict, like their teacup program, their Texas compassionate use program, which is intended to be for medical users, but it's so nonsensical that people don't even really look at that as an option. They go directly to hemp in the state of Texas. And that's why you saw so many veterans and athletes come out and unify on this shit because they're already, you know, one of the most restrictive there is when it comes to their medical program. That's it. Damn. Huh. I think I may have missed something somewhere. Okay, framing it as a jobs revenue consumer safety bill lets fiscally conservative states adopt reform without embracing California style legalization. And I think it makes sense to you know, jobs revenue and consumer safety are all, that's what it's all about with the legislation, securing local jobs, safety for, you know, local consumers. What else did we say here? And revenue, of course. We can't forget that sweet, sweet tax revenue for the government. Just like in California, they don't want you selling your hemp there, but you can come there and you can grow it and you can export it all around the world. because they want those sweet, sweet tax dollars. You know what I mean? I'm about ready to roll me a blunt or something here. So we'll hang out for a few more minutes here. I'm gonna drop some links, man. Once again, always recommend you guys hanging out on Kick because Kick is the least restrictive. Like they're not gonna penalize me for anything I do on live, and I don't do anything fucking crazy. That's the crazy thing. And if you do want to support the channel through a subscription, then Kick actually pays the most. They pay in the most. There's the link for the Kick channel. I'm gonna drop Twitch if you prefer Twitch. And I'm dropping these links on YouTube, guys. If you're on Twitch and you'd like a link to the Kick or Kick and one to the Twitch, vice versa, let me know. Your boy is feeling the effects of that last dab there. Here we go, the Twitch screen. Damn, Michael Lee, I can't believe you ain't right down the road no more. I was thinking yesterday, I was like, man, I want to go by old homie's house. And I was like, shit, man, ain't nobody down here. It's just me and the dogs and my wife and the kids out on the island. Where to scream at? Let me see. There I go. There you go.
That they can
tailor. No, dog. We ain't trying to do that. Here we go. Is that right? Is that right? No. Absolutely be. Oh, come on, don't do that. Oh, here we go. That's what we do. There we go. No. Oh, there it is. Man, I'm still learning how to fucking do this Twitter thing here, right? So I'm gonna drop y'all the link for that one too, if you want to watch over there. Another great place to watch. So we're also streaming from there. I guess you could just check my channel because we're gonna re-roll momentarily. We'll hang out a little bit here, but I'm ready to smoke. Y'all out there smoking, I'm trying to smoke with you. Man. Oh, I'm thinking about getting Battlefield 6 and playing that today. I don't know. I ain't never played it. I might suck at that. I got GTA 5. I don't know. I might not play none of it. I don't know. Who knows? It is early, though. So why not? I'd see Battlefield 6 everywhere, but I suck at them shooter games. I ain't played one in a million years. So, I don't even know. Ooh. Oh, it just got... I'll tell you what I did get yesterday. I got me an ounce of that pink grapefruit. I got a jar of pink grapefruit, and I really want to smoke it, but I want to get the ounce of pink grapefruit and see what it's looking like. I have a second ounce of purple push pop that I've not even cut into. Here, let me grab it. It's perhaps will cut the seal. As you can see, Red Bag Randy highlighted this bag with the purplest of markers and wrote the number 2 because it was the second of my order. There is a little bit of dusty roads in the bottom, but it's all quite all right. It's just a little bit of sugar and spice, YouTube, and everything nice that the purple push pop has to offer. So we're going to prepare that. after we flip over here momentarily. How do you find the kick, Jonathan? Here, I'll drop the kick link for you there for my channel, and it's on it's here. Let me come over here and find the chat for. Damn it, boy. I might have to get my wife to come over here and help me find the damn. There we go, there we go, there we go. Is it going to. Yeah, there it goes. There's the link for the kick. I just dropped it over there on Twitter. So. That's a lot. You know, I know a lot of people watch over here on Twitter, but it seems like it's really difficult to like find the damn chat. There's on the desktop or on the fucking phone. That's one thing that they could fix. Maybe Gronk could clean up that shit. Oh. Yeah, y'all, we finna re-roll this thing. Hopefully you got a link. Pick your poison. Follow us to the other side. We're gonna go over here. I'm finna smoke with y'all. I have not got to roll. I smoked a couple joints. I'm a damn. I smoked a blunt and a couple joints this morning already. I've been smoked a blunt. I think I smoked 2 joints and a blunt of Obama runts, to be exact. Because I've been going in there. I got these bags, these red bags that got just like maybe a blunt and 2 joints or something in the bottom. I'm like, man, I gotta get this up out of here. So I've been going in there and just rolling them up in the morning here, and kind of cleaning out the cabinet because I'm like, I don't even have anybody to give all this shit to. I gotta get on it. I gotta get on it. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. But yeah. Alright, guys, I am finna flip it. I'm just going to end it and come right back, man. Y'all can hit the link for, I suggest Kick. Twitch, pick your poison, but I'll